Hello ladies and gentlemen, Lord Wraith here, and welcome to a new 5-minute mod review. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be delving into the archive of the Steam Workshop, and the reason we're doing that is because a lot of the newer players may not know about some of the older mods, and the reason for that is obviously because these came out well over a year ago, and as a result of that, obviously they're not that well known unless you're willing to go to certain pages on the workshop and start digging them out. So without further ado, let's get into it and let's see what we've got, shall we? So the first one we're going to be doing, or the first one we're going to be looking at today, is the Armoured Ramps by Uncle Steve. Now, as you may well know, our normal building blocks are the sort of like square triangles and stuff like that, and the most we can go to is a 2-block limit. Now with these ramps and stuff like that, what we can do is we can extend that up to 3. Now if I just bring in a block here, as you can see, there's our 3 blocks that we can go to. Now these blocks, when they first came out, were very much a wonderful idea, and quite a lot of players have adopted them over the years, not least of which was Aaron from Last Stand Gamers. Now if you go and have a look at some of LSG's videos, you'll see, especially in his survival series, he uses these an awful lot, along with Scotch Dragon. And what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description to one or two of his videos, and you can actually see these being used in the construction way. Now they do have the full construction stages, and they are fully colorable. But again, these came out quite a while ago, and unfortunately they haven't been included into the vanilla, which is a shame because I think it adds an extra dimension. It gives a different sort of ability to add a very unique design to our ship's designs and our constructions. But unfortunately, until such time as Keen decides that they're going to include these sort of things, we're just going to have to use this as mods. So once again, that's the Armoured Ramps by Uncle Steve. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description below for all of these. Now the next one we're going to be looking at is these. Now this is called the Conveyor Hinges by Digi. Obviously many of you will know Digi's done quite a few different mods over the period of time, but this is one of his first ones. Now what do the conveyor hinges do? Well, obviously as conveyors as conveyor is, it transports stuff from A to B. But with these particular mods, or with this particular mod, what this did is it allowed us to transfer material at a 90-degree angle, which is fantastic. And very much like rotors, as you can see, there's our rotors there's a rotor down below. Very much like a rotor, it allows a moving part. Now that means that these hinges can literally act as it says, like hinges, which means that you can use these to make things like ramps and stuff like that operate a lot more smoothly without having to resort to the rotors. Now one of the best engineers that was on the Steam Workshop and on YouTube who uses these was a gentleman called Tartarus. Now again, I'll leave a link in the description below to a couple of Tartarus videos, and he will show you how he sets these up and how he uses them. He can do it a lot better than I can, I must admit. But again, this is something which I would wish very much with all my heart to see come into the game. Again, there are build states for these, and yes, I would love to see Keen bring these as vanilla blocks into the game, but unfortunately for some reason Keen still seems to be very much resistant. But there you go. So that's the Conveyor Hinges by Digi. So we move on. As you can see, this next one is called the Master Pack by Hammerman. Now Hammerman has come up with some wonderful bits and pieces over the years. Oops, hang on, let me just get rid of these. That was for demonstrations purposes. There we go. Now Hammerman came up with this. Now obviously these some are decorative, but some also have uses. Now obviously these are the decorative interior walls, which you've probably seen on the survival series, or rather the space series by Wasted Space, XP Gamer and Captain Shack, and you'll see some of the bases that they've created actually use these particular internal or these interior walls. And obviously further on, you can probably see that some of the decorative mods, especially these, have also been used in a lot of different people's designs and builds. Now these act as medical bays in regards to being allow you to change the colour of your suits. They won't give you any health, but they will give you the ability to change your suit's colour. Now these at the back obviously are literally just that, decorative mods. And the same goes to a certain degree for other stuff. Now these particular blocks allow you to build sort of like walkways and that sort of stuff as well. So if we move on to these, as you can see, we've got the glass here. Now this glass obviously is for the large grid, but what is included in this pack is a small grid glass. Now again, a lot of players have said, and I must admit I'm including this, a lot of people have asked for small glass for the small grid. Oh, there goes our time. Let me just finish this off. As I was saying, a lot of players, including myself, have asked for the ability to put glass into small grid designs, but unfortunately, like I said, Keen do still seem to be very resistant to the idea. So this is one of the very early packs that came with small grid glass, and obviously it was a case of once we were able to do that, we were able to expand our designs out. So once again, that is the Master Pack by Hammerman. Now what I will do is I'll leave a link in the description below for all these particular mods. Please do go check them out. Obviously they have had a lot of downloads over the time, but obviously for the newer players who have never sort of like experienced or never been able to find these mods and wondered where they are, you'll be able to find them now from the links in the description below. So in the meantime, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you do like what you see, please hit like, please subscribe, and in the meantime I shall catch you again for the next review. Take care, bye.